Alright guys, welcome back to today's tutorial. My name is Dr. Anthony Cliff and today we're going to talk you through how to actually create your survey using online surveys. So obviously you can use this system to deliver them online, but you can also use these to go print them out for your postal or your face-to-face. So hopefully by now you've watched the tutorial on the different types of surveys that you can do. You've also watched the tutorial on the different types of questions, and you've gone ahead and you've looked at the previous one, which is all about questionnaire design, where you put your questions, looking at different elements of language and that kind of stuff. Today is all about actually creating our survey, finally. So, how do we do that then? Well, online surveys, just type that into Google, and it's this website here, onlinesurveys.ac.uk. It used to be called Bristol Online Surveys, but it's now called Online Surveys. Now, if you're a student or a staff member from a university, you should have access to this. Certainly in my university here currently, you have to let the library know, and then they will generate a login for you. So find out what works for your institution, get a login. It is free for you to use. As it says here, it's designed for academic research, so you can go about doing that. If you're not part of an institution, then I believe there is a small fee for you to pay. But if you can get it through an online university, then go ahead and do that. So we're going to click on it. It's going to open up, and this is what it looks like here. So we're GDPR compliant, which is really important. It's standardized, so all this is absolutely fine. Here you can have a 30-day free trial if you don't have a login, and the prices here. So yeah, it can be a little bit expensive, £190 a year. But obviously, if you're part of an institution or you're a student, this is free. But you do have a 30-day free trial. I use free trials for everything. I have about 10 different email addresses on the go, so very easy to do. So go ahead, click sign in. Once you've got that, I'm going to go ahead and sign in now. Okay, once you've done that, click sign in. And you're going to have something that looks a little bit like this, a dashboard. So these are some of the ones I've used in the past. These are some of my previous ones where I've been practicing different things. Yours might well be blank if this is the first time you've ever used it. So you want to go ahead and click Create New in the top left-hand side. And you want to go ahead and give this a name. So for me, I'm going to give it a name. So I'll get a name now, YouTube tutorial, and then click Create Survey. Okay, so this is what you get given straight away, your page 1 and your final page. Now, as I mentioned at the start, the first thing that you ever want to talk about in one of the first tutorials was all about our participant information sheet. So we want to go ahead and we want to add that into here. So you want to click Add Item and then click Note, and then you want to copy and paste your participant information sheet into this box here. Okay, so your participant information sheet, just copy from a Word document. Should look something like this. So your participant sheet, if you title of your project, you can tell your participants what your project's about, what's the purpose, why have they been chosen, do they have to take part, what will happen, why do you ask them some sensitive information, what if something goes wrong, put about your ethics contacts in here, tell them that it's been approved, add all that in, then click Add Note. So this will now be added in your page 1. So you can have a statement here: by continuing with this questionnaire, it's taken as implied consent that you're happy to participate. Or if you want to make sure, you can click Add Item and then go down here and click Multiple Choice Single Answer Question. Then just put you have read the participant, and then simply just put here yes. Leave that as is, click Add Question, and there you go. They'll click yes, and then you can move on. You want to add a page, so now just call this questionnaire. Click add page. I'm going to just show you very quickly how to add different elements of questions. So the first one I'm going to look for here is our add item. We're going to have our multiple choice. So we're going to have gender. And now each one that you have, you can either put them in here. So I'll just show you an example. You might have male, add another answer, female, and other, like so. That's fine, you can do it that way. You can have them vertically down the page or horizontally, so whatever you decide. If you click advanced options, you can have them to be required. So if they are required, that means they cannot move on until they select this. So again, some operational issues there is you're forcing your respondents to answer something they don't want to. But if you do have it required, and make sure that you do get that data. So have a think about what it is you want to do, whether you have it optional or required. Let's stick with required for this one. Leave these here for now. That's fine. Or you may want to add your other. Click add question. That's now added here. Let's add a second question. This time let's have another multiple choice, but gender. So gender, age. So age. Now another way of adding them in is simply to list them underneath. So 26 to 35, 36 to 45, 46 to 55, and so on to 60 plus. If you add them down here, if you click add question, it will then add them all in. Saves you doing that clicking all the time. This time let's do another one. We'll just say yes, no question. Yes, no. Add question. Now, as I mentioned before, it had the yes, no question. If you click while it's still here in this beige colour, so not the blue will add a new question, but if you add in add item in this beige colour, that's going to link to this question. So we could do, for example, yes, no, and then let's have a Likert scale. So if it is Likert scale, we simply click on this, have our statement, and then just have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then if we click advanced, you can say only select this question if you answered yes. So the question beforehand, if they answered yes to that, you can then take them to this question. If they answered no, they won't see that question at all. So we'll click add question. So if they answer yes here, they'll then add here, they'll then answer this question. Let's add a multiple choice so they can select more than one. So multiple choice. So multiple choice, we've got all our different choices here. Let's have them going horizontally this time. Click add question. They've all been added there. Now other ones that you can do, you may well have, again, a multiple choice. But if you scroll down to advanced, you can have an other option, which is really important. So if you scroll down here to add text box to allow other, you just click single line. That's then going to add in an other option for you. So I just need to give this multiple choice 2. Choice 2. That's fine. Click add question. Lastly, what I will show you, if you want to do an open-ended question, just click multiple line text. Click add question so they can just type in whatever they want there. You can also do date questions, date and time. You can do scale and rank. So for example here, you may well have rank question, your scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And in your row, you may well have, so this question might be, for example, rank in order the best use of a questionnaire. And you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you may have surveys, information, something like that. If we click add question, you're going to see how this looks now. So like here, you've asked them to rank 1 to 5, and then they can go through and click each individual one of those ones. So really simple. If you want to make a new question, you just click the blue add item, follow the links that are here. You can add pictures in here and data, that kind of stuff. If it's a question that's relating to that question you've already put in, click on the beige, click add item, do the same again, leave the final page as is, go through, make sure you've done all those questions. Go up to the top left, click preview survey, and it's going to generate what your participants are going to view. So we'll click yes, we'll click next. Here, we'll click this, we'll click this. Now remember, they clicked yes. So we've got here, they've clicked yes, so that statement question's now popped up. If you click no, they won't see it. So let's click yes. Let's click 3. Multiple choice question, you can select more than one. Same with here, more than one. Text you can type in, and then here we can rank them. Then you would click finish, and it's done. So that shows a nice preview there of what your data will be. If we go to return, you would go to distribute. You would preview the survey again. You would save that as a PDF. You would then print that out, give that out to your population, your pilot study. You're going to do your studying and take a population of that. Any issues, you go back into your design. This is before you make it live, very important. So design export survey. That's where you can download it as a PDF. Print it off, give that out. Any changes, make it in here. Then for distribution, you can change here what days you want it to open, when do you want it to close, what you want it to be called, etc. Once you've done that, you can launch it. And then once it has been launched, you can have your analysis here. And this will give you a nice overview of your questions, where they are. And then please do follow my other tutorials where I talk about how to actually get the data from here into SPSS to start running your statistical tests. So super easy, really easy it is through online surveys to design a question.